Hello everyone, welcome to another live stream. We're about to have one of the quarterfinals matchup, Hard Betrayal versus Fuggly Wugglies. The match is supposed to be 2 days from now, but teams decided to play it already because they were free, which is valid to do, so we will be covering that one. The teams are setting up the matchup. I'm gonna try and announce the live stream on places. They're just joining, so hold on a little while. Let's see if we have the matchup sometime soon. Invitations are underway. Just waiting for the invitations to get sent out. And we should get the game relatively soon. Guys from Fuggly Wugglies are already all in. We're missing one person from Hard Betrayal. And then we will have a match. Finally a match today. Like everyone in North America seems to play the games before the sign time. So I ended up waking up for nothing. There were no games being played today at all. Oh, they were already all of them played. So I'm happy to finally be able to stream one of them today. Didn't wake up for nothing. Now it's one player missing from the side of the Fuggly Wugglies. Games are getting prepared. Our players are getting prepared. Always connectivity issues. Re-invites going out. Hopefully the game will start next couple of minutes. I'm ready. Aren't you guys ready? I'm ready. I'm definitely ready. Everyone is ready except we have one player missing. Come on, you can do it. On the side of Fuggly Wuggies, they had a bye on the first round and they won against Team Token yesterday. We covered that matchup. And on the side of Hard Betrayal, they also got a bye and they won against Sincerus VG. Is it Sincerus or Sincerus? I don't know. They won that matchup today and they're automatically going into the quarterfinals. So this matchup will be for the quarterfinals between Hard Betrayal and Fuggly Wugglies. Seem to have all players lined up already. Should be ready for the powwow. Can we have a draft? Draft, please. There we go. We are now in the draft. We should hide the team names at this point so you can see the timer. Ban on Anka from the side of the Fuggly Wugglies. And a ban from Churnwalker from the side of Hard Betrayal. Vaderzim going for that Vox, very OP pick on 3 versus 3 right now. Response from Hard Betrayal is Lance and Ringo. And someone misclicked, changing the skins. Our Illust got disconnected, maybe. Let's try a repeat. Maybe joining voice chat or something. They're probably gonna have to do the same picks. Standard practice. There we go. Vox and Cruel. And the support will be left for Lorelei would be nice. They seem to prefer the Lyra though, so Lyra it is. See what Hard Betrayal picks to round up this team composition on their side.
Swap heroes.
It is the Sky. Sky is very good counter to Cruel, so if you play her well, you have to be aggressive early on though. Before that Cruel has the time to snowball. If you do that, you're good. If you don't do that, then you might be in trouble because Cruel might be too fast to get on your ankles and bite the living crap out of you, so beware of that. Thank you, the new follower. I have to still log into Streamlabs to figure out who you are exactly. Let's see. Cool Party Animal 200. Thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the match. Here we are on the Halcyon Fall. Let's just set up the team names here so we can see whoever's actually playing. Fuggly Wugglies on the blue side. Let's check out their early game rotations. So how's your Saturday been so far, guys? Early games on 3 versus 3, not much happening. We can talk about potential builds. But we already sort of did that during the draft. I mean, this guy's a good counter to Cruel. Ringo has slight advantage over Vox, but when Vox finally scales, he's going to be very useful on those team fights. Distributing the pain across everyone. A little bit of an early going for the middle tree end there. I would expect that to be the other way around, that Sky would have been the aggressive one and force that early skirmish. Cruel already forced to run away, and seems that blue team's in bad trouble. Vox is very low, one hit away, but still manages to survive. It's Cruel that ends up dying in the end, and now a nice impale on the side of Nefarious Pitu, catching off Invader Zim as well, and suddenly we have 2-0 for the side of Hard Betrayal. Good start for them. Sky really working. Let's see if Cruel will be able to get away. You should really overstep if you're Cruel early game. You're still on level 1. There's not much you can do. And I fear that this Dragon Dagger is gonna have a hard time. Who do I think is gonna win? Well, I guess the favorites would be Fuggly Wugglies. They have a bit more experience on their bag. But it seems that Hard Betrayal had good insight on the draft, and they're playing well their early game so far. Solo player, he getting a bit caught out here, but he will be able to stay alive. Dragon Daggers is a bit out of position though. They can collapse on top of him if this guy is fast enough. He's gonna recall, smart play, and Invader Zim goes away. He manages to get away in the end. So interesting early start, some unexpected aggression from the blue side. I would expect them to be a little bit more passive and wait for the late game for Cruel to not get caught off guard from this Sky pick. But they want to be aggressive. It hasn't worked out for them so far. Let's see if they manage to come back into the game now after some lane farming sessions. There's Eve already calling back home. Let's get those first items in. So Lance is left alone, taking care of this lane. This guy's gonna try to contest this middle tree end. Let's see if she can manage. She's 1 versus 2, so she needs to be careful. Will she able to take it? Nope. Nice body block from the side of Lyra. Cruel was falling onto Sky, but nice reposition there. Cruel forced to pop the flask, gets slammed against the wall by Lance. Now he's in a very bad position. Can his perk keep him safe? Yeah, he does manage to get the trade, so that's not completely bad for the side of Fuggly Wugglies. Now my name is Jeff. LOL is getting dangerously low. That's a very weird name to say on the stream. My name Jeff LOL. Risky tree end here. Who will be able to take it? It's Hard Betrayal that gets it in the end. Invader Zim tried to use the Imperial Sigil there to steal it away, or to claim it on his own, but not quite getting it. He's risking getting slammed here. Uses the flask to stay alive. Minion Candy! The power of the Minion Candy! Another nice impale from the side of Nefarious Pitus, keeping Invader Zim low on health. But unfortunately his Ringo is double farming with Sky on the back jungle camps, so not able to capitalize on that. Ooh, nice attempt for a third impale, not quite working. And now Ringo has to deal with this huge wave that's piling up. 2k gold lead for the side of Hard Betrayal so far. So nice early game from them. See if they can keep it up. Red team just zoning out this lane phase. Decide to rotate back down to do their jungles. Cruel is now stepping up to the lane, but there's no one there for him to surprise. He does have his ultimate already online. So from Hell's Heart might fly soon on the Alcyon Fold. Here comes Sky and Ringo. Both rotating back up. Imperial Sigil there just to annoy them a little bit with some poke. Skrull, a very bad positions. He's already halfway health and hasn't even engaged yet. From Billsart, used defensively, trying to stay away. Well played from Sky so far, keeping this Skrull in check, which is what you want to do. Nice impale. Nefarious Pito has been putting some nice impales on this early game so far. Illust is forced to rotate back out. And we will have an attempted jungle steal here, but oh, it's just popped out. Let's see if Invader Zim manages to claim it with his Imperial Sigil. Yes, he does. Nice steal. Pardon me. Will we have a skirmish here? Nope. Well, Cruel wants a piece of something. Might bite more than he can chew. Decides to go back. Hard Betrayal did have vision on this lane, so they knew that the Vox was not there. They could easily have engaged 3 versus 2 there. Here comes the Cruel, but he sees the Sky and is forced to back away. Flare spooking me away, and this might be a good opportunity to take a look at builds. So we have a CP Vox, and of course they start to squirm, and then they stop. Make up your minds, guys. Are you gonna fight or not? No, they're gonna recall back home. We're gonna follow the Vox and take a look at builds. So we have a CP box, apparently. I wonder if it's going to be hybrid or not. We'll have to wait and see. Solo players E on this Ringo is going for some hard hitting, which they want. I mean, they will need to burst down the Cruel, so they need to have hard hitting with Sorrowblade and probably critical strike afterwards. Fountains on the side of Lance. Lyra went for Crucible instead, which is acceptable, I guess, considering she has heal of her own. Here comes a Hell's Heart. We have an engage coming out. Ringo in a bad position. Sky's trying to protect him, but too much damage coming out from the side of the team of Fuggly Wuggies. Portal there trying to catch a Sky off guard. She uses the portal to get back away, so nice rotation there, and now it's Lance rolling away to safety. And this Lyra not able to scout out the Sky recalling, so well played by the Sky to stay alive there. Nice team fight so far, so very well played from both teams. We have an interesting matchup for this quarterfinals of the online champion tournament. It's nice that the only game I get to cover today is actually competitive. That's good. That's nice. I like that. Cruel was going for this gold miner, but he noticed that some guys from Hard Betrayal were showing up, so he decided to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. We don't have an Ice Vox though, so I guess I shouldn't really be singing Frozen right now. Let's put down some pressure on this turret. This might be the first turret of the matchup so far. Hard Betrayal claiming it. Here comes the Cruel, but there's a Scout Mine scouting him there. Sky was put some pain there. Invader Zim getting aggressed upon. He's forced to rotate away from the lane. Cruel wants to steal some camps here, but he spotted out Sky, decided to back away. Let's take a look at Cruel's build so far. I think he's aiming for the breaking point. No, he's going for Sorrowblade, so he wants that burst damage as well, which is smart. I mean, when he gets into the fray, he needs to be able to kill those squishy enemies very fast. Otherwise, he's just dead afterwards. I don't quite agree with this Poison Shiv on the side of Ringo, but I guess it helps to cut down the healing from Lyra. But I think he should have went for something else, something more bursty. I would have gone either Tornado Trigger or a Tyrant's Monocle. We have another skirmish going on. A lot of confusion with these portals. I haven't signed up to play Portal today, guys. I want to play some Vainglory. Ringo laying down that hurt. We have oh, a Sky managed to finish off to get finished off by a Vox there. Nice pickup for Illust. Ooh, great impale. Can Ringo finish him off? Yes, he can. Can he finish off the Vox as well? Nope, they decide to run away. Oh, Impale missing, and Nefarious dangerously low. He ends up dying in the end. Deadly Impale miss there. And he paid for his Impale missing sins. Very close matchup. Both teams very close on kills and gold. Only 1k gold advantage. So somehow the blue team from Fuggly Wugglies managed to reduce the Hard Betrayal's initial lead. And their Cruel is starting to come online now. Has 2 items already. Sorrow Blade and the thingy that I never remember the name of. Shiver Steel. That's the name, Shiver Steel. Vox just farming, minding his own business. Getting those chicken minions. They need to be careful here. They're 2 versus 3. Now they're 3 versus 3. They could risk a team fight, but you need a very good position and very good engage for that Cruel to be able to really get in. Oh, now nice Hell's Heart here coming down onto Ringo. Both Lance and Sky trying to keep him safe. Not quite landing those hits on Cruel though. But Ringo does go down in the end. I guess he needs some sort of defense itemization because he's always going very low, and Sky not doing as much damage as she wished she would. She only has the... she's just dead. She only has that early item. She doesn't have Dragon's Eye yet, I think. No, she just got it now. So she has both the Frostburn and the Dragon's Eye. She should be able to do a little bit more damage, but she needs that first engage upon Cruel to really stack up. And once she stack up... Ooh, Vox with a very bad position there. Getting caught off. That was a bit of a throw. Don't face check if you're alone. Don't face check the bushes. That's rule number 23 of the Vainglory Pro book. Don't face check bushes. He's gonna get this gold miner. He goes for the side of Hard Betrayal. From Hell's Heart set out, but yeah, the reflux block ready. You can't touch me, bro. Yeah, from Hell's Heart, but I have a reflex block. I came prepared for your Cruel. Nice timing though. That was a bit hard to get. Came a bit out of nowhere. Sky is gonna help keep this lane away. No, she wants to focus down on Vox. Why did she do that instead of going for the minions? Cruel stalking there is gonna dive in, trying to get... No, he hits the turret instead, and now Ringo dangerously low, forced to pop the flask. Spectral Smite hitting him, but not doing as much damage as it wish it would. Here comes the Hellfire Brew hitting on Vox. And now a bad repositioning from the Hard Betrayal team. They're forced to run away. They're safe though. No damage done. Well, a lot of damage done, but no kills in the end. Nefarious players trying to steal that tree and there from behind the wall, not quite connecting. And now we have a dispute for this Crystal Sentry. Sky so dangerously low, he ends up dying to the Imperial Sigil. And this Ringo is forced to kite back. Stutter step really fast, not quite enough. He decides to give up and just die. What? What was that? You're supposed to impale the other way, over the wall, not behind the wall. Bit of a misclick there, I guess, from that Lance. And now it seems that Fuggly Wugglies are back in charge of the game. They have 1k gold lead, a reversal of that early game now that this Cruel is fully online. You need some defensive itemizations properly applied here. The red team has been good with those reflex blocks so far, but they need the Atlas Pauldrum onto that Cruel and just waste him fast. Or focus down on one of the enemies. Illust overstepping. Where is he going? It's a bait. It's all a bait. Sky with too much defensive there. Ringo, very bad position. Tries to get the portal. He finally gets it, but a bit too late. pops the boots, trying to run away. Uses the spectral, survives the spectral smite by some miracle. And now Lance keeps him safe, but Imperial Sigil gets him in the end. Bad play from Ringo there. He was overextending on the lane and he then missed that portal and that was just a mess. Skye wants to get the skill on Cruel, but she's not doing enough damage. She needs a third item online. She needs maybe the Spellfire. Now she's in a bad position and she's going to die because she's inside the Bright Bulwark of Lyra, not being able to do anything. And that's a free Kraken for the side of Fuggly Wugglies. It's a nice reversal from the early game aggression that we had from Hard Betrayal. They seem just to... They're just playing worse than they were in the early game. They got surprised from those reversals, team fights, and they're just taking too much damage. They need some more defense itemizations. Nefarious picked just avoiding the From Hell's Heart there, but not quite able to stay alive. Skye missing everything. She's too afraid to get into these team fights because she's so squishy. Here comes Cruel. And all members of the red team are forced to back out. They recall, trying to get the fast healing on. This might be the last fight they get. This Kraken's still pretty much full, and so is Cruel. And he's already chipping away at this turret. The turret finally dies, but he dies as well. Bright Bulwark here tries to get Skye. The fountain gets popped, but not enough to avoid the damage from both the Vox and the Lyra. And now Ringo needs to stutter step his way to greatness to get rid of this Kraken and the Lyra. I think Lyra is overstaying her welcome here. But she has the portal, so she's confident. She can do a little more poke. Annoy that Ringo a little bit more, trying to make him force on her. She decides to go away now. Lance wants to do the chase. Ringo not really following up though. And look at the vision from the side of Fuggly Wugglies. So many scout camps on the side of the enemy jungle. It's really good to help Cruel secure those kills on the enemy jungle camp. Nefarious is trying to clean them up a little bit. And the next engage is probably for all the marbles. Well, not all the marbles, because this is still game 1. But the game is on the line. And we have an exposed Vein Crystal from the side of the red team. So the red team needs to be really careful here. One misstep and they're dead. I think the main issue here from the red team is the lack of damage on the Skye. She's not being able to capitalize much. She only has 2 offensive items. She needs either a Spellfire or to finish that Broken Myth to really do some damage on the enemy team, to get those stacks going as well. She might be overextending here, but just ends up doing some poke on Vox. That might be good enough to deter him from the engage. Here comes Cruel, but he decides to back away. Hellfire's Brew sent into Illust. Nice zoning out from Skye. And now she might get caught up on Cruel. They need to both, or all of the team needs to focus down on Cruel. But Ringo a bit out of position there for that. They don't seem to be working as a unit. They're afraid to be getting all of them caught up into a portal. Oh, and now it's a backdoor going. They're going for the Vein Crystal. Vox dangerously low, though. The fountain gets popped. That might be enough to make them collapse, destroy, annihilate this Vein Crystal. And that's game number 1 for the side of Fuggly Wugglies. Well played matchup. The Skye from My Name Jeff Law not being able to do enough damage to chunk down as much as she should. I think she missed the Spellfire there instead of going for some armor-piercing elements to get those mortal wounds applied. But a nice matchup on this game 1. Let's take a look at the reverse of the teams and see what happens on game 2. Did they reverse already? Yes, they did. They're already underway. Hungry for blood, both teams. Now let's see what Hard Betrayal can do to make sure that their first pick gives them the proper advantage. They're going for a Lance. Well, Lance is very good if you want to do like a double protection, hard carry kind of situation composition. At least when we had the 3 versus 3 tournament in Europe, there were a lot of high tier teams that were going for 2 tanky heroes and a very squishy hard carry, which could be Hydrids, could be Vox, could be even Baron. We saw that being attempted as well. So let's see what they will go for here. Invader Zim choosing that Vox again though. Probably gonna get swapped up to Elast. And we have Inara coming out. That's surprising. I don't rate Inara very high on 3 versus 3. I don't rate her very high on 5 versus 5 either, so curious to see how that's gonna work out, especially with a Rhyme getting picked up. Ooh, that's gonna be a hard matchup for Hard Betrayal. I think Fuggly Wugglies might have the advantage here. I'm guessing that Vox will either be hybrid or weapon. Although you can play Rhyme as weapon as well, so that can work. So I think this is all gonna be down onto that Inara, how my name Jeff LOL will be able to play her. If she's gonna get rooted up against the Rhyme or not. I mean, it's very hard to play up against the Rhyme. Not very heroes are good against Rhyme. Melee heroes especially. You need to time your skills very well to make sure you're still getting advantage, not get it rooted down. Not getting spiraled in. So let's see how that works out. We have an early game invade by Rhyme, as he should. He has such a strong early game. They can just steal those early camps, put down some pressure. Early game advantage. Trying to get the middle treant as well. Though the blue team is here to Inara a bit too early there. Who got it in the end? It was Finn, so it goes for the side of the red team. Illis needs to be a little bit careful, but I think they're fine. So early advantage, early game advantage to the side of this red team from Fuggly Wugglies. Have to update the team names. Gonna do that now, I guess. So we have an engage coming out. Dragon Dagger. Responding to Nefarious P2. Okay, let me update the team names. With the score results. Hard Betrayal 0. Fuggly Wugglies 1. Did it. Now you can even see the results. Amazing. Back in the matchup, we have Rhyme doing a jungle invade here. Very aggressive. The blue team is forced to rotate to respond. Oh, Inara manages to steal that one. That's good. Can Rhyme do 1 versus 2 early on though? If he kills this Lance, he might be able to... Oh, he catches Inara off guard instead, and now it's Lance that's forced to pop the flask. Probably has to... I was saying roll away, but he's only level 2. He doesn't have the roll available yet. So, in a very bad position, I think he's just gonna die. He missed... How the hell did he manage to miss that impale again? Similar as he did on the previous game. That wall is too thick. Very good early game aggression from Illust with this Rhyme that is going to secure them the early game advantage. They're already almost 1k ahead. And this blue team from Hard Betrayal will need to get down some mortal wounds of some sort to be able to collapse upon this Rhyme quickly, or just avoid him altogether and try to kill Vox first. But the problem with that idea is that they have a Finn, and Finn can keep you pretty much in place. So once you dive onto that Vox, it will be very hard to get away, and that will give the window of opportunity for Rhyme to collapse upon you. Illis is doing another jungle invade, and Nara is responding well though. So she's still farming away, waiting for that late game to be able to get back fully online. Rhyme will be arriving and seeing... Oh, where's my jungle camps? Where are they? I don't see them. They should be here. There's supposed to be 2 of them. 2 potatoes. They have disappeared. It's magic. Inara magic. He has the potatoes next to the item shop though. Can get those. They don't really give that much experience. Curious on a build from this Idris as well. I'm expecting it to be hybrid build, and that makes complete sense, especially for the mortal wounds. You want that poison shiv. And then doing the typical Dragon's Eye and alternating current to get those stacks, CP stacks going. See if we have a little skirmish here for the shopping. But Black Friday was supposed to be yesterday, so why are they fighting for the shop today? Oh, that explains why they didn't fight for the shop today. They already got everything on sale. Those big screen LED TVs or LCD TVs. Did you guys buy anything yesterday on Black Friday? I didn't buy anything at all. Just avoided the rush. The box might be got out of position here, but he rotates back, so it should be fine. Here comes Illest. Beware of the Valkyrie raining down upon you. He's already level 6. Maybe there's him time to zone people out, but Illest already got a bit poked. He needs to be careful. Doesn't want to have this 2 versus 3. Avoids that impale, so that was good. Myoxic bought a chocolate bar. Did you get it on sale? 25 cents off! My god, that was a real bargain. Should have got some of those myself. I like chocolate. Oh, Winter Spire coming out. Oh no, it wasn't Winter Spire actually. It was just a Chill Winds trying to root down someone. And now we will have another jungle rotation invade. Here comes Inara trying to secure that treant, but not. She doesn't come early enough to get down some of that vision. It seems that Fuggly Wugglies is clearly in the lead. They're 2k ahead. Or almost 2k ahead. Oh, the things you could do with 2k gold on Black Friday. All the chocolates you could buy. Finn just waiting for stuff to happen. He doesn't have the river, so he doesn't have that river buff advantage that he has on 5 versus 5. They should have like a little pool of water here in the middle, just for them to also have that advantage. Impale, double man. Well caught, but no follow-up from the blue team. Inara too scared. Now they get pulled in with a nice Valkyrie raining down on 2 members of the blue team. They managed to get away though. A lot of confusion. Idris a bit misplayed there, getting into the wrong side of the lane and lands dangerously low. They pop that minion candy to try to put down some extra pressure, but they're so low, they need to be careful. Only Nara is high, and if she goes in, she's probably just dead. Illis trying to go around, trying to catch someone off guard, gets stunned up against the wall. Ooh, a lot of damage coming out from Vox, and that's 2-man kill. Going actually to the side of Rhyme, curiously enough. I thought Vox would have picked up those 2 kills. And now this will be the first turret of game 2. Going for the side of Fuggly Wugglies. So a lot better early game aggression than what they had to face on the previous game. They were a bit behind on the early game. This time they are a lot more solid. Illus needs to be careful here. He might get impaled upon. Nope, that's a miss. And Invader Zim is there to protect him. Slam them, poke them, make them pay. Here comes another Valkyrie raining down upon your heads. I'm gonna get a little bit of brain freeze there from all those Valkyries hitting them. Another minion candy gets popped. They want to put down some pressure on this turret, I guess. Let's see. No, they just decide to back off. It's the famous, I'm gonna put some pressure, but go for the gold miner tactic instead. And here comes Illust, and I predict a Valkyrie will rain down in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, stunned. And Inara got the gold miner. They're all 3 members running away from a rhyme. Come on, it's an old man. You can take him. They split those potatoes there. One goes for Inara, the other one goes for Rhyme. Now the blue team very weary of these engages. They have the Crystal Sentry, but they don't want to risk it. And Inara is just sitting there. Don't know if that was a disconnect or she wanted to recall and then got cancelled by a minion or something. And now this might be another turret for the side of the blue team. Vox, Finn, and Rhyme can put a lot of pressure. You can't overextend for an inch. Nice impale there upon Vox, but no real follow-up. I mean, they're too scared of this Rhyme and Vox. Valkyrie raining down once again. Illust manages to get more health back than he's suffering from these hits. So good trades there for the side of Fuggly Wugglies. Good impale, but I mean, you're 1 versus 3, so you're just gonna die. And that's indeed what happens. That's an ace for the side of Fuggly Wugglies, and they are completely in charge of this game now. 10 minutes and a half, still 4 minutes and a half to Kraken. But this series is starting to look dire for the side of Hard Betrayal. Another jungle invade successfully achieved. Do they care about the potatoes? Apparently not. Finn recalled to get some more health and energy back, I guess, because he was right there next to the shop. So really shouldn't have recalled, or shouldn't need to have recalled. Ooh, a bit aggressive play for the gold miner here. They know that the red team is doing their rotation, so this might get them back into the game if they manage to secure this gold miner. Let's see if they do get it. They do indeed. Well played from the side of Hard Betrayal. Now they just run away. So they might have compensated for those jungles getting stolen. Illust arriving a little bit too late. He's gonna get this Crystal Sentry on his own though, as Vox and Finn put some pressure on the lane. 3 members of the blue team are there, but they're a bit scared of going into their own jungle. They know that Illust is there. Good pull there, forced the cord onto only 1 member, unfortunately. And Vox laying down the pain. Those resonance bounces doing their work. Let's take a look at builds real quick, because we haven't looked at them yet. We don't seem to have a hybrid build from the side of Vox, but we do have one from Idris, even though that alternating current is not there yet. They're running a bit behind in terms of itemization. Inaria only has 1 attack item so far as well, so she's quite behind. Rhyme already has 2 and full boots, so they really have the engage potential there that you want on a Rhyme. So things looking very dire. Nice impale over the wall there, but they're forced to head back. Pressure upon this choke point turret. And the turret will go down. Maybe just a little more hit. Yep. Idris a bit overextending. Oh, Crucible. Fountain. Will he stay alive? Yes, he will. Dragon Dagger, not overextending, avoiding that. And now it's Rhyme that overextends. It gets rooted down. And the blue team does have... oh, nice first accord with a combo with Valkyrie. And that's just total annihilation for the blue team. That's an ace. They might even finish the game here and the series. Invader Zim tries to aggro, doesn't even care about waiting for the minions. They're just gonna get this turret. 8 seconds on the clock for Idris. This will indeed be the second game and the series for the side of Fuggly Wugglies. Very good engage there, taking full advantage of their potential. Well-timed between Finn and Rhyme, doing the wombo combo of the Forced Accord and the Valkyrie. Very well played from the red team side, and that will be the series for today. And I don't think we have any other games lined up today, so thank you everybody who showed up. I'm gonna switch back to this, which is not starting soon anymore. So thank you everybody who showed up for the matches today. Hope you guys enjoyed this series. There will be more matches tomorrow. I think most of the matches tomorrow will be on the losers bracket. But we should have some competitive games as well. So hope you guys are tuned in tomorrow as well. That's all for me for today. I'm gonna find someone to raid. Let's see who is playing right now. Not me. Someone else. Let's see. Arena Legends are playing the NA semifinals. I guess we can do Arena Legends. Why not? Why not? We are not. Let's raid them. Have permissions? Why don't I have permissions? Oh, because I'm not on my own channel. Okay. The raid is coming. Hold on. Just a second. Just a second. Just a second. Raid. Arena VG. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed the matchup. And see you guys tomorrow.